इतना सा फर्क है एक बार सोच के छोड़ देने में और लग के कर दिखाने में। मान लेने में कि जिंदगी ऐसे ही कटेगी और सुबह 4 बजे उठ के सोचने में ये अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन के कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी। ये एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानपुर से दूर अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और 7वें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया।
Hello everyone. Thank you for joining us on the special series of Bharat Franchisee Show. This is our monsoon special edition, and we are back with same excitement to help you in your journey to become a successful entrepreneur. Franchisee India, over the last 27 years, have helped thousands of investors in selecting right franchising business for them. In this series of Bharat Franchisee Show, we showcase business opportunities of carefully selected brands actively seeking franchisee in India. These brands have proven track record of profitability and sustainability and committed to provide intensive brand support. In our second episode of special edition of Bharat Franchisee Show today, we have successful brands from North India. Now I invite Mr. Gaurav Arora to introduce the brands and share his insight.
Yeah, hi. Thank you, Sandeep, for the brief introduction and saying thank you, Sandeep, for the corporate video. And thank you, my dear brands and my dear investors who have joined today and who are viewing us live. So let me tell you that this presentation is live, not just on the Zoom, but also on the YouTube page of. So you can also have the access in case you want to share it with your friends and family members, those who have not been able to join today in our evening monsoon session of Bharat Franchise Show. So today is the second episode of our Bharat Franchise Show for the monsoon edition, as mentioned by. So objective basically is to give you the orient of the brands which are basically gaining the momentum and popularity in the North India, specifically from the categories laundry, education, and cosmetics into the FMCG products. Before we start the session with the brand team, let me just give you an orientation of what Franchise India is all about and how we are helping franchisee brands and franchisee basically come together under one roof and how to basically understand. Well, you are already into some business, and obviously it's for you to decide. However, it's very important to understand that how to choose the right. So this is where the Franchise India plays a very important role, that we help you shortlist the right opportunity. While we do so, we have designed a very, very scientific process, which we call as an investor advisory program, where we create a profile of the investor. And every individual, every investor, whether you are a serial entrepreneur, you already have multiple businesses and you want to diversify into a new business, or you are a first-time entrepreneur coming from a family background of business, or maybe you are into a job, and really start with the profiling, because that's a very, very first, very, very poor audio. Okay.
So your internet connection is probably not stable, so you're getting stuck in between, Gaurav.
Is it better now, Sandeep?
It's better.
Is
but
it better
it's
now?
still
Am I
stuttering.
audible now?
You're audible, but it is stuttering sometimes.
Is it better now?
Yes, it's better.
Great, great. Audio is not clear. Is it better?
No, audio is fine. Audio is fine.
Now it is
Great.
fine.
Now it is fine. Thank you. Thank you for confirming. So, friends, I'll repeat what I was saying. So I was talking about what Franchise India role in this entire journey of helping brands and investors to basically collaborate with each other. So in case you come from a serial entrepreneur background, you've been doing some businesses and now you are looking at some new business, then what basically steps you need to follow to choose the right business, not limiting to the brands that we have today in our webinar. However, we also can help you with various other opportunities, numerous opportunities from any part of the country and even outside the country. If you want to join hands with a domestic brand or international brand, or you want to take some domestic brand to the international market, or you want to join hands with a international brand in an international market. So we basically work as one-stop solution for a lot of such opportunities for you. And if you are coming with a mindset of doing the business for the first time, you've not done any business ever, then what all steps need to be followed? So as Franchise India, we basically create the profile as the first step in our journey of investor advisory as a program, as a service that we deliver, we render to our investors. Amid this profiling, we have designed basically 4 checkpoints with regards to your individual as a profile, your family as a profile, your education background, the category that you are interested in, the timeline that you're looking at, the kind of corpus you want to invest, the ROI that you are expecting, the particular segment of business you want to basically explore, whether it is F&B or an education or a laundry or a wellness or a health, education, anything for that matter. And then after we do this first assessment of doing the strategy formulation of you as an individual with the category or the brand or the investment or the kind of time that you want to invest in the business, or maybe the kind of market that you want to cater. So that comes as a first and foremost aspect for us in the profiling of the investor. Then second important aspect is the kind of operational capability that you bring on the table. While the brand already has an operational capability, but we have to see that which market are we trying to set up that business, and do we have a presence of that brand? Do we have the strength of the brand in that market, or do we have that kind of a product or a service acceptability in that market with the kind of target audience we want to cater to, or do we have the price point on which that product or that service is going to be trading in that market? So we have to understand the operational part of you, as well as we have to understand the operational part of the brand in that market where we are going to set up the business. And obviously this gives a lot of strength while we are selecting a brand. So first, as I said, strategy. Second is the operational capability, because it has to be a complete blend between you and the brand so that it becomes 1 and 1 plus 11. The third very important aspect is the kind of financial appetite you have, the kind of goal that you have. The next 3 to 5 years, let's say you're looking at growing your business to maybe 2x, 3x, or a 5x. Then is it the right business that you're choosing? Is it the right strategy fitment? Is it the right market fitment? Is it the right operational fitment that you are following? Because today you are basically choosing a business of, let's say, 10 lakh rupees or a 20 or a 30 or maybe 100 lakhs or maybe more. So what kind of funds that you have in your account or maybe in your savings that you want to invest? And does it make sense to invest entire sum in one go, or you want to keep some money as a backup plan or as a contingency because you're going into a business which has a calculated risk because you're setting up this business with the capability of the brand? But obviously, there is always a plan B that you have to keep in the mind. So how to basically plan that fund allocation in the business? Then you have to look at the kind of ROI that you're expecting. Is it 10% on the capital, or is it 20% or 30% or maybe 100% on the capital? So then you relate it with the business in that market with the kind of category that you want to choose, because any business is not suitable for you. You may come from an IT background, planning to do a food business, can go exponentially wrong, right? Drastically wrong, I would say, because it is going to give a paradigm shift in your life. You may not be able to sustain that business because you're coming from a service background, which is more of a weekday kind of a job, and you have your weekend free for your family, for your friends, and maybe for your own personal life, and you keep a balance. But getting into a new business which is related to food, where you have more of a load on the weekends and on a public holiday, it can give drastic change in your life. So will you be able to manage that from a operations perspective, from the timeline, and obviously the kind of involvement that you have to do in that business? So all this matters a lot, right? So strategy, finance, legal, operations, and then the kind of target audience you want to cater. All this comes as a profiling of the investor basis, which we help you to select you the right brands. And this is where my team member in Franchise India are going to take the entire journey as an investor advisor for you. They will create your profile, they will select you, they'll help you to select the brands, they will give you the initial assessment about the brand, that who is the main promoter, who is the brain behind, what has been their success story, what has been market that they have been doing their business, what kind of cash flows do they have, what kind of ROI expectation is there, what kind of operational capability you need. So all that fitment is going to be there, right, by my team, so that you select a right brand. And then the journey starts, right? So profiling, brands proposal, assessments, tri-party meetings, then evaluations, and then we reach to a maturity where we can shake hands with the brand and we can go ahead, right? So now to further move on, I request to make this session as interactive as possible. You have your Q&A box in your front of screen. Do use it, put your questions, pen it down, so that we can take it along with me. I have my colleague Prakhar and Mohit Bansal who will be taking up the questions. Sandeep is going to be the main moderator of this session. So we have a detailed panelist list with us today in our evening session who will be taking care of your Q&A. So do make it interactive. Use as much question answers as possible to be as sure about the brand before you shortlist. And should you want to personally connect with the brand after this call, leave your contact details in the chat box or your email ID so that my team can reach you and align your call within 24 hours after this session. So thank you so much, and keep viewing this session and stay tuned for further updates. Now we have the first brand for the evening, which is Head and Heart, which is basically the President awarded brand in the field of education. They are not an edtech brand like you have seen the stories of Byju's and the Vedantus and the Upgrad of the world. They are altogether a different field. They come with the efficiency enhancement and the performance enhancement and the memory optimization. The brand was featured in the Shark Tank. Their curriculum is already recognized by the Himachal board and various other boards in the country on a state level, where they have actually been appointed, taken, acknowledged as an elementary subject for students to take it and basically make it as a skill-oriented course and not as a subject-oriented. So it's altogether a different field. I request you to please give your attention and hear from Mr. Gunandan Singh, who is personally awarded by our ex-president, Sri Ramnath Kovind. I request Mr. Singh to please give audience the overview of your opportunity, your journey. Where did you start? How did you start? Why did you start? And now what is there in your platform? What is there in your platter for our investors? Thank you so much. Over to you.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Gaurav, and thank you, Mr. Sandeep, and thank you, Mr. Gaurav, for the introduction. So, very good evening, friends. I want to start this session by asking a very important question. How is your brain doing today? Right. So, yes, I added a word brain. Instead of saying how you are doing today, I added a word brain, because brain being the most important organ of a body, which controls our thoughts, actions, senses, internal organ, external limb, we hardly think about enhancing the capability of the brain. We work a lot on the body, we go to gym, we eat special diets, we eat high protein diet, but we hardly think about enhancing the brain capabilities, which is responsible for our productivity, which is responsible for our efficiency and our performance in life. I will come back to the subject again, but my name is Gunandan Singh, as told by Mr. Gaurav Arora. I represent this brand called Head and Heart. I'm the founder, and Rajwinder is a co-founder, who is basically, I'm just face to the organization. She is the spinal cord to the organization. Basically, she's an educationist and having all the required degrees of B.Ed, MA English Honours, and then alumni of IIM Bangalore. And she has done a certification program in neuroscience from Harvard's. Right now, this was something very new to me 10 years back. We started this organization almost 9+ years back, and I saw this first time on my personal visit to Malaysia, wherein I, as a father, got attracted towards this program for my wonderful daughters. And I said to my wife from Malaysia, I called her up and said, I want my daughters to do this program on brain training, right? And that's where the idea came in. We did our pilot project in Delhi. And otherwise, I was from corporate world. I worked 18 years in telecom brands. You name a brand, I worked except Vodafone and Tata. I worked with Airtel, I worked with Idea Cellular, Reliance Communication, and last stint I was heading Jammu Kashmir and UP for Aircel. In 2014, I took a plunge. I said goodbye to the corporate world and entered into this venture along with my better half and the CEO of the organization and co-founder, Rajwinder, who is the educationist. I just introduced her to you. And it all started with our daughters. I got them do this program, and the kind of results we saw after this program on their brain enhancement, I was really zapped. Both my daughters were studying at DPS Noida at that time, and my wife said, why only our daughters? There are so many children who can get benefit from this, and that's where we started. She said, you always keep saying that I want to do something of my own. I don't want to, work longer for corporates, and you want to do something of your own. Why don't we start this? And that's where this idea came, and we just took this step. 2015, basically we incorporated this organization. I will just share a small presentation with you, so the visuals will make you understand better. Is my screen visible to all of you, please? Yeah. Yeah, Sandeep, is it visible?
It is visible, sir.
Okay. And the screen is also moving. Can you confirm me?
Yes.
Okay. So as the brand name is Head and Heart, which is a copyright and trademark registered now, the mother name of the company, or the name which is incorporated company of registrar, is Innovative Midbrain Optimization Institute Private Limited. Day one, this was incorporated as a private limited company because we had a vision from day one when we started this organization. So the date of incorporation is 15th of September 2015. GST number is there, and founder is Rajwinder and myself. We have 12 employees who are on payroll of the company, and 10 more are there on freelance mode. Whenever we need them, we bring them on. So total 22 employees, out of which 12 are permanent. We are a national awarded organization by Honorable former President Shri Ramnath Kovindji. We got this award for child welfare. We were acknowledged by IIM Kolkata, wherein we were among top 3,000 startups in India. Then we have done successfully a very interesting assignment with defense intelligence of a country. So we did this defense intelligence of Abuja, that is in Nigeria. We personally trained about 30 defense officers of the country, and we have done some programs with the defense of India also. I'll mention about that. Then we all certified trainers are certified from the highest authority in India for training, that is Directorate General of Training India. As introduced by Gaurav, our curriculum was approved by Himachal Education Board as meta learning and neuroscience for class 9 to 12 as an elective subject. Right. We are a ISO 9001-2015 compliant organization. The vision is very clear. We want to be a global center. We are opening our office in Vancouver by August end or September first week, wherein we want to help people to have enriched lives and happy. We want to bring the happiness in the humanity. And we want to maximize the brain capabilities and awaken whatever you are best at. It's not what people want or your parents want or somebody wants to pressurize you to become. It is, we want to bring out the best in you, right? That is our promise. We were featured on Shark Tank India Season 1 on 21st of December 2021. Second episode, 9:15 p.m. was the time when we were featured in the prime time of Sony TV. The team, if I talk about, we are a quite professional organization with subject matter experts, PhDs, people from defense. So let me share Rajwinder, who is a co-founder and who is a IIM Bangalore alumni and educationist, and has done a certification course in neuroscience from Harvard's. Vipul is a strategist. He is into director of business development. He brings a rich experience of 10 years of his corporate experience into HR, then 10 years into his business development, his own e-commerce in Dubai, and then joining us 6 years back into business development. Then we have a Vice President Quality Assurance, that is Group Captain Rachna Sharma. She's a retired Group Captain and a First Lady Group Captain of Indian Air Force. She's a wonderful part of our organization, and we have done a lot of programs with her help in Indian Air Force as well. Dr. Sanjay Gautam, who is basically a subject matter expert, PhD in counseling psychology. He has developed the latest product of bringing the mapping of the brain, what your brain is best at through eyes. Earlier it was done through fingers, known as dermatographics, multiple intelligence test, DMIT, which was called earlier. It is a 10-11-year-old practice. But latest practice, latest AI tool without human intervention, he has brought up a new tool of doing it through iris, through eyes. Dinesh is our international trainer and now a center head for Vancouver, Canada. As I told you, we are opening our office in Vancouver by August 10th or September first week. Dr. Rishi Singh, he is honorary chief consultant who is helping us to set up a business in Vancouver. He is from education industry in Canada. He is a PhD scholar in philosophy from University of London. He has worked with our ex-Prime Minister, Mr. Manmohan Singh, very closely on Maharaja Ranjit Singh. And he is also now a director of a college in Canada. And he has been a former principal of 2 schools in British Columbia in Canada. This is a certificate of incorporation. As I told you, 15th of September 2015, you can see here. And this is our Uddam registration certificate, which is must for MSME. The objective of the organization is to enhance the coordination between left and right brain. I will not go in very detail about products, but briefly I'll tell you about what the concept is. Then I will introduce the pricing of the franchising model and all that, and how can we grow together as a team. So enhancing the coordination between left and right hemisphere of the brain. So as I told you in the beginning, how is your brain doing today? If we see from our head to toe, our body is divided into 2 parts. Although we see head as one, but internally left and right hemisphere. Left hemisphere of the brain talks about number, logic, reasoning, calculation, analysis. Right hemisphere of the brain talks about creativity, art, imagination, emotion, music. I'm not saying this. Dr. Roger W. Sperry, mind me, Dr. Roger W. Sperry in 1981 got the Nobel Prize to give this split brain theory, right? So we work on all the research tools, scientifically proven and research tools. Right. Second goal is to create education among and awareness among all the stakeholders, be it parents, teachers, trainers, and how does the structured working and functioning and capability of human brain can be developed to the next level and give the amazing results on performance and productivity, and also create awareness of scientific research assessment tool of dermatographics and iris now, which I just spoke about. Now, there are a few goals, the business goals in the organization. So we want to be the most admired and talk about company by March 2024, which we have already achieved. We get more than 700 visitors on our website daily basis now. Open 2 international offices by December 2024. One we are opening in Canada. The other is we are having talks in Australia. Very soon we'll give that good news to the world as well. We want to be the largest national brand in this industry of human brain development by March 2025. We are working on it. We are going to become the part of Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan. We are having high talks at a very high level with the ministry to introduce this as a Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan part. We want to be highly profitable. Our goals, financial goals are very clear. By March 2030, we want to have a turnover of 300 crores 6 years from now. And a PAT of profit after tax of almost 100 crores. What problem do we solve and what solution we give? So very clearly, any country of the world, the biggest resource is human resource, right? But unfortunately, there is a research which told that 85% people end up into the wrong professions, right? Because they don't know what the brain is best at when they take that decision, right? So that decision starts from the choosing your stream selection at the time of crossing your 10th standard in India. And after that stream selection, how do you appear in competitive exams? How do you work? What kind of internship you do? What kind of job you do? What kind of business you get in? That is all complete process, right? And there is no awareness or low awareness about enhancing brain capabilities. सिर्फ बादाम खाने से only by eating almonds you can't improve your brain, right? There is a lot more which can be done in a very fun and fun way and play method. Less than 1% people in this world do meditation. That is another very effective way of enhancing your brain capability, but people lack doing that. What is the alternate to that? In a very fun way, in very playway method, that's what we have a solution. So we have a 100%, I call it 100% accurate, result guaranteed solution to the problems that we have just discussed. If I talk about the market opportunity, let me give you, although we have program for all age, from 3 years to any age, the oldest participant with us is 85-year-old. But even if we look at the largest pie is the student category that we cater to. So India is the youngest populated country in the world. About 63 crores, 638 million, 63 crore population is less than 24 years in India. There are almost 38 crore students going in schools and colleges. There are 16 lakh schools in India. 7.5 lakhs is private, 8.5 is government schools. Right. There are about 7 crore children are going to go to school in next 5 years. Right. What does a smartphone helps here? That is a social, when we do our promotion on social media, smartphone is one of the biggest way to reach to the people, create awareness. And 1 billion smartphone we have already achieved. We have pre-achieved this. Internet users by 700 million, we have already done that. And last year, let me tell you, EdTech investments as per latest reports was almost $15 billion, right? And the source of this information is Anand Rathi and Company, which is a very, very reliable source in education field. If you search about Anand Rathi, you will come to know about it. Now, we provide services and all these programs are trademark and registered. So whatever names you see here are already trademark and registered by our organization. So Brain Yoga. Now, yoga is a very famous thing today. Internationally, 21st June was International Yoga Day and everybody talks about yoga. But we talk about brain yoga. How does the brain yoga happen? I will not go into detail of the product. We can do that session sometime later in interest of the other brands who are going to represent after me. Empower is memory power. How can we enhance our memory? There is no good or bad memory. It is a trained or untrained memory. Right. So there are 3 levels of courses. All about there are 15 plus courses that we offer, including assessment of dramatic graphics, that is fingerprints, and iris eyes. And if you see our Shark Tank episode, you will come to know about brain optimization, which can improve your enhanced IQ, EQ, CQ, which can improve your speed learning or reading, photographic memory, and a lot of things. Right. And we guarantee results on these programs. I'm using the word guarantee, right? So these you can see few of our sessions. These are few classroom sessions. We do it in, this is one of our sessions in Delhi, in Greater Kailash. These are online sessions. So we have trained more than 9,000 students from 23 countries on online and offline mode. These are our online demos, full house. If you see the participant is more than 199 participants here in this particular screenshot. We work with a lot of schools and corporates. So we have done more than 25 plus schools, including Scottish High International, Gurgaon, YPS Patiala, Buddhaval Public School Patiala, Scholar Rosary, Rohtak, Takshila, GD Goenka, and lot of many other schools. Bangalore, the Cambridge International School, Bangalore, Air Force School, Bamroli. We did a program with Air Force headquarters from more than 300 students from all India. Indian Air Force schools came to Delhi at Bal Bhavan and we did programs with them. These are few letter of appreciation from Scottish High and one of the Buddhaval Public Schools. And if you see the date of the letter, it is 15th of July 2016. So we have been doing programs with the schools for quite a long time now. So we have done our corporate programs with Maruti Udyog, Manesar, Gurgaon, Value Leaf, It is one of the internet marketing company in Bangalore, based out of Bangalore. We did about 300 employees training with them in Goa. Mukand group of companies, Gera Developers at Pune, and Idea Cellular. These are few testimonials. I would not take you through complete. You can get this presentation from Franchisee India and you can go easily through these programs. But Amya, she is a Scottish High International Gurgaon student who bagged the first position in international mass Spelby at international level and made India and her school proud. Her mother says head and heart had definitely helped her in remembering what she presented there. So there are many such. There are more than 124 Google reviews. You can go and check our Google reviews also. Testimonials, these are few defense children from defense fraternity. These are those few testimonials of handwritten by those 300 students who came from all India from Air Force schools. So you can see Air Force School Gwalior, Air Force School Jamnagar, and you can see the stars and smiley. It can tell you what they felt about our program. Ishita Verma, Air Force School Agra, Air Force School Kanpur, Air Force School Bareilly, Gurgaon, and all that. These are few international testimonials. The heart can tell you how the child felt after doing this program from US. This is Khyati Desai, is a 23-year-old from US.
Mr. Singh, excuse me, Mr. Singh. Mr. Singh, we have to wind up in next 10 minutes maximum.
7 minutes, Mr. Gaurav, 7 minutes.
Let's come to order. Thank you.
Yeah. So if there are only 4 more slides. So if we talk about the competition, we are the big daddy in the competition. It is not that we are the only one doing this, but the way we do, we are the only one. Right. So what is the market size? Kids, parents, youth, sports people, entrepreneurs, corporate, everyone, whoever is using the brain is our customer. Right. So one day everybody in this world is going to use this concept. So let me talk about, we are presenting 3 models in franchisee here. FOFO model is open for pan-India. FOFO model is open for pan-India. Duration is 5 years. Investment is 15 lakhs. The breakup is 5 lakh is a franchisee fee. 10 lakh is a business service and setup cost, in which all the complete operation will be set up by us, and the training of all the trainings will be given at the franchisee location. All the costs are included. We are not going to charge anything after that. And the revenue sharing, whatever business the franchisee does in his area, and there is the exclusivity of that location in this model. The only model which has exclusivity is this model, wherein if you are from Hyderabad, then Hyderabad is yours. We are not going to put any other physical franchise in Hyderabad, So 70% is a revenue sharing with the franchisee, 30% comes to the brand. In this 30% also, we give you a lot of services in terms of creatives, in terms of supporting you with the new trainer. If your old trainer goes out and new trainer comes in the meantime, we give you the filler of the trainer and train the new trainer. Secondly, we give you counselings which are costing to us, but we don't charge any costing to you. Then we give kits to the children who come to do these programs with us, and even adults. All those kits will be provided by us in this 30%. This is the second model, which is a FOCO model only for North India, Delhi NCR, UP, Rajasthan, Punjab, Haryana, Himachal, and Jammu Kashmir. So FOCO model, we are not comfortable going to south of India or going to west or east of India doing this FOCO model. We are restricted only to North India for this FOCO model, in which again the cost is 15 lakhs, which includes everything. 5 lakhs franchisee fee, 10 lakh rupees business and service cost. Here all the expenses will be taken care by the revenue and by the brand, in which salaries, in which all the operational expenses will be taken care by the brand. 70% will come to brand, 30% will go to franchisee. But the only thing is, the place where we are going to open the center has to be of the franchisee. So the place has to be yours, right? So we need about 500 square feet or 400 to 500 square feet of place. All the branding will be done by us. Furniture will be put by us. Everything we will do, but the place has to be yours, right? So place has to be brought by the franchisee. Rest of the operational expenses are borne by the company, and revenue sharing of 70-30. 70% brand will keep, we will keep, and we'll do all the expenses. 30% net is for the franchisee, for the investor. Now, this is one of the latest, one of the best model where we give you the MG also. We give the minimum guarantee to you. First time business owners, people who are already into business and don't have that kind of active time to give to the business, this is the best model. 7 lakh rupees of cost model, out of which 1 lakh rupees is the franchisee fee, 6 lakhs is the business setup and service cost. And we give you a minimum guarantee of 3% per month as a profit, not as an interest. We are putting money into business. So we can assure you a profit of 36% a year, 3% a month. That means worst to worst case scenario, you will take 10,80,000. So what we are doing, we are trying to safeguard your investment. So you will not go at loss. FOCO model, franchisee owned, company operated, all the operations are a company, but this is a digital model. We are not going to put up a physical outlet. We are going to hire a telecaller, do the marketing, create leads, and we are going to do the telesales because 70% of the sales right now in company are happening online. People don't want to travel. If they are more than 2 kilometers away from our outlet, they don't want to travel. Even within Delhi, children are or people are joining online, right? Even we have 3 outlets in Delhi, 3 physical offices in Delhi, centers in Delhi. Still, people want to do it online because they don't want to waste 1 hour in the traffic jam and going and coming from the traffic. So 70% plus sales are happening online. So this is a digital model, very effective model. 7 lakh of investment, less than 10 lakh investment you won't find with MG. I guarantee you. It's an open research I have done. So 7 lakh rupees plus GST, 1 lakh franchisee fee, 6 lakhs. There's a minimum guarantee of 3% per month, 36% a year on 6 lakhs. That is 18,000 per month. Is a bare minimum. Worst case 2,16,000 for 5 years. That is, you are going to take home in any way 10,80,000 bare minimum. So your investment is safe. You are no risk on investment. Ideal case scenario or 20% of the sales, whichever is higher. So first 6 months we take as a gestation period. After 6 months, sales start increasing, and ideally, an average you should be able to take home 22 lakhs at the end of the 5 years. That is the ideal case scenario. And the best case scenario, if our team performs like mad, you might even take 32 lakhs at the end of 5 years, right? So these are assumptions, but assumption based on our performance, right? But there is a guaranteed, that is that you are going to make money, you are not going to lose money out of this investment, right? So these are 3 different models to go. And if there is any questions, I'm ready to take. I hope I'm in time, Mr. Gaurav Arora.
Thank you so much, Mr. Singh, for this beautiful presentation that you have given us. Hi, viewers. My name is Prakhar Nigam, working as General Manager Investor Servicing with Franchise India. And so if you guys have any questions regarding the brand Head and Heart, we would love to take your questions right now.
So basically, Prakhar, this is a kind of a format where we continue to take brand presentations, and we reach our audiences one by one, and also they can reach us on our hotline number and our email ID. So I am pasting that details on the chat box. So friends, audiences, if you have any queries, please reach out to our hotline number and our email ID for one-on discussion, so that we can also touch base with our brand and have a tri-party call if you have more queries regarding to the brand. So Prakhar, it's time to invite our next brand. And before we do that, I would strongly thank you, sir, for your detailed presentation about Head and Heart. That was so detailed and inspiring, especially it is about unlocking your brain and something to learn from. I'm sure our audiences have learned a lot from your presentation today, and that will also inspire our new generation investors. So thank you, sir. So, Prakhar, it is time to invite our next brand. So, I'm opening up the floor for you to invite the next brand.
So, thank you so much, Sandeep. So, we would now invite Sreenet, It's a brand that deals into hair products, skin products, and incense sticks. So they have multiple SKUs in each category. So I would like to invite Mr. Gagan to run us through this presentation and let us know how we can add value in the lives of our investors by giving them a business that's profitable and both promising. So over to you, Mr. Gagan.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Prakhar, am I loud and clear?
Absolutely,
Yes, sir.
Gagan, you're loud and clear.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, audiences and the panelists. So, I bring to you an exciting opportunity in the field of FMCG sector. And basically, we'll be learning about this opportunity. We'll be discussing about this opportunity, which we are presenting through our two channels, which is one is the organic products for skin and personal care, and the other is incenses and fragrances. So basically, we'll be looking at two segments. One is the faith tech market, the religious section, and the other will be the organic products market, which is also a well-growing market now. So before we go into detail, I'd like to just tell you a brief about how we started, why we started this venture, and what are our objectives. So if you have noticed, and I'm sure everybody has gone through a tough time in COVID, after COVID, there is a lot of shift in the consumer mindset towards products which are helpful for them, which are more connected with the nature and free of any artificial chemicals, synthetic chemicals and all. So basically, people are shifting the mindset of the consumer has been shifted towards more of a natural products rather than the man-made synthetic products, which are not so good for the health. They are of course cheaper, there is no doubt about it, but they do have short-term to long-term health effects, which are now more concerning the consumer, and that's why the consumer is trying to shift towards the products which are natural and make their lifestyle more in sync with the nature. At the same time, after COVID, if you must have seen and if you observe closely in your relatives, your friends, there is a lot of inclination towards divinity. Indians have been spiritual always, but the younger generation now, the inclination towards divinity, spirituality is increased many folds as compared to before COVID. So myself, Gagan Chaturvedi, I come from a background of merchant navy. I have been sailing on the vessel for last 20 years till 2015. Then I was in the same business till 2021. And during this time, during my tour with all over the world, I noticed that people want to have a sustainable natural solution. But the problem is that they cannot find a solution which fits into their pocket. If you look at the organic and personal care market in India, you will find two categories of the brand. At the lower end, you will find products which are made by like Mamaearth, okay, and similar category. These will fit your pocket, but if you look at closely at the level, you may find that these are herbal, okay, they are using lot of natural things in their product, but at the same time, there are some synthetic chemicals as well, okay. If you go towards the higher range, okay, you go for pure naturals, okay, you will find brands like Forest Essentials, okay, Kama Ayurved. Now, if you go to take a one small face wash, say 100 ml, Forest Essential will come maybe somewhere around 900 to 1000 rupees. That's simply out of the pocket of the middle class. So our idea is basically to introduce a organic and personal care products which are truly natural, truly organic, made from all natural ingredients, certified, and which fits into the budget. So we come midway between the two. That's the objective with which we started this venture, to provide organic products for daily use within the ambit of the pocket of the common middle class person in India. So I have, along with me, I have two other co-founders. One is Mrs. Neha Singh. She is an MBA and into HR. And Mrs. Vandana Kulshe, she comes from an armed forces background. So with these two partners, we envisioned a platform which will cater to your entire spirituality, your entire life, which revolves along with your natural products and spirituality. So that's the tagline we have. Sprinet is basically spiritually natural. So if you look at the product, you will find that not only by label, but by their inner constitution as well, the products are totally natural, certified organics. Okay, 100% chemical free. There is no, absolutely zero chemicals in all the products. Okay, by chemicals I mean synthetic chemicals. Of course, every compound is a chemical. Okay, so when we say chemical, we mean the synthetic chemicals, man-made chemicals. Okay, so all these products will have 100% natural derivatives, and they are all totally cruelty free. Okay, there is no animal testing. Everything has been been done on the humans. Okay, in most of the cases, the testing has been done on us and our relatives, friends to whom we have offered products for initial usage and for the initial feedback. And thereafter, we have come with the products in the market. Now, next, our offering is basically incenses, hair care, beauty wellness, skin care, and essential puja kits also. Puja kits we do on a request basis. Okay, it's not a regular product which is in the market. Okay, incenses, hair care, beauty and wellness, and skin care are the products which are regularly in market. Okay, and dealt through similar other channels like other FMCG brands. Now coming to the market landscape. Okay, let's look at the faith tech market. Okay, so if you look at the faith tech market, this is now full of lot of players. Okay, but if you look at the customer orientation, you'll find that at least 79 to 80% people, they believe in God with absolute certainty. Okay, now Hindus, about 98% are believe in Hinduism. Okay, 91% from the Muslim side, Christians 98. So most of the people, as I said earlier, also Indians are basically spiritual beings. Okay, no matter the faith, they will definitely have orientation with one faith or the other. So definitely they have a belief in spirituality, and anyone having a brief belief in spirituality is a potential customer for faith tech market. So faith tech market in India is presently worth about $45 billion. Okay, and the annual growth rate is about 10%. So now, does it make any sense to miss a market which has got a potential of $45 billion? It is a no-brainer. So this is a huge market, and in this there are many segments in which there are this thing. Prakhar, I forgot to ask, my screen is visible to everybody now?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Yeah. Okay. So in the faith tech market, you'll have several segments. Okay, there will be some organizations which are for greater purpose. Okay, these are like temples, then some startup which are organizing the puja. We don't fit into that. There are some ventures which are focused on personal problems. Okay, so there will be, you must have heard about the astrologers, Astroveda, something like that. Okay, life coach, psychologist, okay, yoga gurus. Okay, so these are basically on the personal problems. Now we do not fit into this category as well. The third category is a social, where you'll have community access, some competitions, festivals. Okay, some ventures are focusing on this. So we are totally into the commerce segment. As far as our products are concerned, we are totally into the commerce segment. And the only service that we are doing is that we try to provide the customer reasonably good products at a reasonable price. That's the only service we are doing. Okay, so we do not venture into the greater purpose. Our purpose is clearly commercial, but with a heart of being spiritually true, that in the given price, we'll try to provide you best of the products in the given price bracket. Okay, so in the commerce segment, our colleagues, I never say as competitors, because they are our colleagues. They are also into the same market and developing the same market, and we are also developing the same market. So this is Hubu, Nirmalaya, Pool. All these are products which are similar to ours, and we are all basically into the same market. So we fit into this market where we sell incenses like dhoop stick, agarbatti, veg dhoop, cones, which are used for your yoga, during your meditation practices, during your prayer. Okay, so all this we use. We are providing this segment of the products. Coming to the organic and personal and skincare market, this market is right now valued in 2023 about $721 million. Okay, and growth rate is very great, 14 to 15%. Okay, the focus is now on eco-friendly packaging and sustainability. Then there is a demand for customization and personalization and digital engagement and e-commerce growth. Okay, so here, again with the same principle, within the given price bracket, which fits into the pocket of the middle class, we try to provide the best of the products. Okay, how our products are best? These are 100% natural, no chemicals, 100% tested on humans, or cruelty-free, eco-friendly, sustainable packaging. Okay. Coming to our proposal now. Once I give the proposal, I'll discuss the financials little bit in detail. Okay. So the proposal is that we charge a brand security fees of INR 50,000, which is a refundable security deposit. Okay. In case of a normal agreement termination. Okay. Then inventory at cost is 3 lakhs. I'll explain why this 3 lakh figure is there. Okay. And our term of agreement is 3 years. Okay. Mutually, we can always agree and increase it to any number of times. So initial term of agreement is 3 years. Earning potential is 40,000 to 50,000 per month. So roughly on an investment of INR 3,50,000, you have an earning potential of about 40 to 50,000 per month. Now, we are looking for the partners who have either their own distribution channels, okay, or they are people from FMCG background, or they are entrepreneurs with retail experience and they have some local market connect. People who have passion and interest for beauty and wellness industries, and company and players from dealer and distribution network. So this is our ideal partner profile, what we are looking to partner with. Now, what we provide, okay, for brand support, we have a Sigma strategy. Okay, so for Sigma strategy, I'll introduce you word letter by letter. S is for sampling. Okay, so once we start doing, okay, apart from regular catalogs and promotion and marketing materials, what we provide is we'll help you to get the product sampled in your area. Okay, so that's the first step, sampling, so that the product reaches the customer quickly. Then the next step is I, influencer marketing. Okay, so once we partner with, we'll find some local influencers, okay, and do some local influencer marketing so that you get an initial push up. Then G is gala events. Every area has got some big events which keep on happening. Okay, maybe once or twice a year. So there we help you to set up your temporary shop. Okay, we'll pay some reasonable charges what are being paid to those organizers of those events. Then comes the next is M. M is the marketplace access. So apart from the sales you make, You also have an option of latching onto our listing on the e-commerce platform like Flipkart, your this thing, Amazon and all. Okay, so you can latch onto our listing, and whatever orders you get, you can fulfill those orders. A is of course the advertising. So in the local media, local newspapers, okay, some pamphlet distribution and all. So this is the way of advertising. Okay, so we go by Sigma strategy, which will be the your support backbone for giving you initial trust and the recurring sales. Product supply, the next step is, okay, you have done the marketing, you are getting the orders, but what about the supply? Okay, so reliable source of supply is there. We maintain a good inventory at our end so that none of the products is short in the market. Okay, typically for getting the product, your lead time will be between 2 to 7 days. So you place an order between 2 to 7 days, you will get the product delivered. Technical support and training, whatever your marketing people, whatever person who is going to the market, okay, they whatever support they require, the technical know-how, what is the product, what are the advantages, why, to whom it can be targeted, then benefits, uses. So all these things will be explained by our team to the persons you appoint. Our rollout plan is right now we are into phase 1 where we are looking for people in the UP, Delhi, NCR, Uttarakhand right now. Okay, but we do have a rest of India plan, which is phase 2. But if there are any inquiries, we are open to having a discussion about rest of India as well. But the focus is right now on North India. Now, benefits to the franchisee is first that you have got a high demand market. Your organic personal skincare market as well as incenses market is a high demand market. Customer base is diverse. Okay, anybody who is having its spiritual inclination or organic products natural inclination is your target customer. So you have covered a large base of customer. Margins, of course, I'm coming to the margins. They are very healthy and very profitable. And of course, the next biggest advantage is the recurring sales. Once people get used to the product, they keep coming back. Okay, because skincare market is such that once the product suits the skin and people like it, they keep coming back and taking the product. Community engagement. Yes, this has got a different marketing potential as well. Okay, by engaging the community, you can increase your sales multifold. And it's of course a sustainable model in the sense that whatever we are making is natural. Okay, so the burden on the environment is really very, very low. Okay, now coming to our financials. Okay, what we are discussing is if we go to a typical financial model, then you are investing here 3 lakhs into the inventory, which will be at cost. Okay, and then brand security fees, which is refundable 50,000. Okay. Once you start going, we have divided the distributors or partners into several tech segments. Okay, so when you have presence up to tier 1, your margins will be the basic minimum. And once you cross into the tier 2, the margins will keep on increasing. Okay, so the margin structure is up to, let me share this sheet. So once, if you look at this is the expected sales that we have. Okay, so from one retailer, okay, we normally get a sales of around 20 to 25,000, okay, per month. By one retailer, I mean that it's not the average retailer that you have on every street. Okay, in your city, you will have maybe in a normal tier 2 cities, you will have about 100 to 120 good counters. Okay, So we are considering only that. We are not considering the average retailer into our calculations. If you are able to reach to the average retailers, definitely your returns will be much, much more. So average sales from one retailer comes to around 22 to 25,000. So we have taken a median figure of 22,500. And in the initial month, if we say you are able to reach 5 retailers, okay, so you make a sales of about 1,12,000. We are offering the products at discount of 25% to your normal listing. So you get the same product at 84,375, which you supply to the retailers. Okay. And if you go back into the sheet, okay, then there will be some expenses that you will be incurring. Your expenses will be one staff, maybe you will be keeping, then some logistics cost will be there and some miscellaneous. So you will have expense of around 18,000. So gross profit you comes around 15% to 12,656. And in the first month, of course, you will be negative. But once you reach a level of retailers of 9 retailers, which we expect you to do in between second to third month, then you will be making a small profit, and then thereafter the margins will keep on improving as the number of retailer keeps increasing, because once you have fixed a retailer, that channel keeps moving and your whole effort is now focused on the next listing. So what we expect is first month you have 5, 7, then 9, then fourth month onward 11. By end of 8th month, you will be able to reach at least 19 retailers, which is a bare minimum. So if you look at in 8th month, if you are reaching 19 retailers, you are roughly reaching 3 retailers in a month. Okay, so this is bare minimum calculations we have done. Up to here, your margins are 15%. Once you shift into the next year of more than 19 retailers, okay, so once you reach 21 retailers, your margins is 16%. After 27 retailers, your margins is 17%. And after 30 retailers, 35 retailers, your margins is 18% on the MRP. So that's the margin we give you. The retailer, of course, retailer margin is separate. This is the margin for the distributor. So if you look at the overall this thing, you will have a margin of around 58 to 59% by end of month 7. Now, this may look little bit simple, but if you consider that you will be rotating the same money, because you will be selling the product, the money is coming back to you. So if you keep rotating the money, the margin is actually very high. So you'll rotate the money in roughly 1.5 months, 1.5 to 2 months, you'll be able to rotate the same amount of money. Okay. So the 15%, what you are seeing 59% here is actually 3 times of that. Okay, the actual margin will be 3 times, because you will be able to rotate the money at least 3 times in a year. So that's the margin structures we have, and that's the profitability we expect. This is, of course, the bare minimum scenario.
Mr. Gagan, we need to wrap up this presentation first. We need to give opportunity to our next brand as well.
Yes. I'll finish within 2 minutes now. Okay. So this is our proposal, and we are open to any queries now, because I have already covered up the financials as well as the market scenario and everything. So we are open to queries now.
So, sir, the idea of covering the Bharat Franchisee Show is to take care of some good brands from North India, and we'll reach out to all the investors for their interest in respective brand, and we'll have a one-on-one discussion. So, Thank you for your detailed and informative presentation. I'm sure our audience has learned a lot from your brand, and we'll get in touch with them for more in one-on-one discussion, right? So we are inviting our next brand now, which is Fabspin. We have Mr. Vikram Sharma from Fabspin here. Hi, Mr. Vikram.
Just, Prakhar, I'll disturb you 1 minute. I will leave the presentation now. Okay, I'll leave this meeting now.
Sure, sure.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, Mr. Vikram. A very good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
So you can share your screen to talk about the business opportunity of Fabspin. Hello, hi audience. We have a good brand from North India which has already got multiple outlets in Delhi NCR and looking to do more in FOCO format. So all the audiences who are looking for a second stream of income, who are looking for looking to invest in a brand which is profitable and sustainable. Here we have an opportunity from Fabspin Dry Cleaner. We have Vikram Sharma, who is the owner over here. Hi, the floor is all yours to explain the business opportunity. Thanks.
Yeah. Evening, everyone. So my name is Vikram Sharma, and I'm co-founder at Fabspin. So I'll run you through the presentation first. Then we will take up the questions on the investment part and everything. So basically, we are. My slides are visible.
Yes, it's visible, Vikram.
Yes, it's visible.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. So basically, Fabspin is a brand which we incorporated in 2021. So before that, we were doing a kind of running a proprietorship firm for the dry cleaning business. Then we converted into organized private limited company. Now we are expanding. We are distributing our franchisee for the dry cleaning work. So our vision is basically to become the India's most profitable, most affordable and premium quality dry cleaning brand. Our mission is to elevate the dry cleaning experience while driving through the trusted become the lifelong partner for the dry cleaning across India. We started this journey in 2021. We established a workshop with the capacity of production of 2,000 garments per shift. We established our stores in West Delhi initially. We also developed our CRM software in-house. After that, we serve few existing dry cleaners in the market to provide us to develop the standard operating procedures for the backend working and to understand the requirement of the customers at the front end level. Then we developed our mobile application in 2022, gradually expanding our footprints in North Delhi after West Delhi. In 2023, we basically invested in the high-end plant and machinery to boost the quality of services in the dry cleaning industry. Then we enhance our CRM software, and our CRM phase 2 has been implemented. We started the franchisee distribution from October 23. Now we are currently presenting in 15 locations. In Delhi. Now we are about to start 4 to 5 stores in Delhi under a franchisee model, and approximately 6 stores in Gurgaon, 4 stores in Faridabad under franchisee model. So our focus is only on dry cleaning. We are not providing any kind of a laundry services to our customer as of now. So our focus is only dry cleaning because it is a kind of a premium category profit margin for the business. Our working is our process flow, wherein we work on a hub and spoke model. Basically, there is a spoke, and we are hub for all kind of a garment processing working. So we take the order at the store level. We place the order. Customer visit our shop call on WhatsApp or website, social media platform. We receive the order at the store level. We inspect the garment, then tag at the store level. Our workshop pick up from the store. Then we process the garment at our factory. Then final packing and quality checks are done at factory level. Then ultimately delivered to the store and then delivered to the customer. Finally delivering to the customer. These are the service offering by Fabspin. We do dry cleaning of garments, curtains, carpet, shoes, sneakers, handbags, sofa, and car dry cleaning. These are our existing stores which are located in West Delhi. These are the snapshot of our shoe and handbag restoration processes. This is a snapshot of working. This is the kind of a leather restoration we do. We got this kind of a bag. We restore to we completely restore the bag. This is a kind of working. I'll run you through a detailed presentation on it. Why somebody choose Fabspin as a franchisee for dry cleaning? Because we have good amount of experience in dry cleaning industry. We don't believe in increasing the fixed cost at a store level. So therefore, our break even is comparatively shorter, and payback period for the investment for the franchisee owner is lower because we are working on a hub and spoke model. So there is no capital investment as such, a huge capital investment required at the store level because all the plant and machinery are taken care by Fabspin at their workshop only. So we don't charge any kind of royalty from any customer, from any franchisee, I mean, or we don't charge any kind of chemical packing material separately. So there is no IT subscription cost because our IT software is in-house. So we don't charge any kind of IT subscription for our franchisee. There is no need to pay any kind of extra charges that lead that we generate from our online marketing and offline marketing platforms. Our focus is to provide a kind of a support to our franchisee so that they should focus on the sales only. They should concentrate on the customer handling and provide the best quality services to the customers. So these are our franchise model as on date. So the backend operation is always taken care by Fabspin. Front end operations are having two options. One is FOFO model, another is FOCO model. FOFO is basically franchisee owned, franchisee operated. FOCO is franchisee owned, company operated. So in case of FOFO, there are the differences. In case of FOFO, the front end operations, capex, whatever like renovation of any outlet or any kind of AC requirement has to be taken care by a franchisee owner. The local marketing, offline marketing, to be taken care by the franchisee owner. Day-to-day operation has to be handled by at the front end level, has to be handled by the franchisee owner. Staff management has to be taken care by the franchisee owner. Training, all other kind of offline, online promotion, marketing are taken care by Fabspin. Okay, the customer handling is basically done by the franchisee owner only, and the feedback from the customer and quality services to be provided to customer is the responsibility of Fabspin and franchisee owner. In case of FOCO model, all the actions are taken care by Fabspin. We just share certain percentage of our revenue to our franchisee owner. These are the support system that we provide to our franchisee. Basically, we provide the proprietary software which is integrated with our workshop model and the front end model. So we provide all kind of a digital marketing, Google Ad, Instagram, all kind of SOPs that we have developed over a period of time to our franchisee owner, so that they are very well versed to run their outlet. These are the sources of revenue we get the orders from the online marketing, the Google Ads, Meta, website, WhatsApp marketing, offline marketing, contacts and references. This is the fund requirement and returns on the both the models. In both the models, we charge franchisee fee of 5 lakh rupees. Capex requirement in case of FOFO is 2.5 lakh rupees. In case of FOCO, it is already part of the FOCO management fee of 10 lakh rupees. So validity of agreement in case of FOFO is 5 years. In case of FOCO, it is 10 years. Temporary working capital requirement is 2.5 lakh rupees in case of FOFO. Basically, the temporary working capital requirement is required initially for the period of like 4 to 5 months, 6 months time, because any store takes 6 months time to come to a break even level. The FAFSPIN charges for all kind of packing material or cleaning services, all kind of dry cleaning support, everything we charge 50% flat on the net sale. Conversion from FOCO to FOFO is always possible, and expected return on investment is 15% negative to 95% in case of FOFO. In case of FOCO, it is 10% to 32% fixed. So potential exit value, if suppose somebody wants to exit after 5 years, like they want to exit from the business, we are happy to buy out the operation at the store level. We are offering, in case of FOCO, we are offering 1.5 times of FOCO management fee to the investor. Whosoever investing in FOCO, we are currently agreed to provide a kind of a 1.5 times of FOCO management fee as a valuation. In case of return, in case of FOCO, the return is 15% per annum on FOCO management fee or 10% of sale, whichever is higher. So this is our launchpad program for franchisee. So during the first one and second week, we do a kind of a store setup, so carpet work, the signage. Second in third week, we do branding and signage. Then we install our air conditioner and everything. This is a kind of a launchpad program for the franchisee. So I'll run you through a detailed presentation on our shoe segment. This is the kind of a dry cleaning services that we provide in case of shoe. We get this kind of shoe from our customer. We do dry cleaning for that. This is the dry cleaning example. We do sweat dry cleaning also, which is not actually possible sometimes. This is a kind of a Bellman sneaker. This is the color restoration of Puma shoe. We restore the actual color of that shoe after improvising the condition of the shoe. This is the color restoration, example of color restoration. This is the shoe on which.
Vikan, I'm so sorry to interrupt you, but your presentation is not moving. We are still on the funds requirement and returns page. Could you just refresh your screen so that the pages can move as per you?
Sure. I'll restart that. 1 second.
Yeah, now it's visible.
Yeah. So sorry. So basically, it is our exam. This is the working that we did in past. This is a dry cleaning of white sneaker shoe. This is the cleaning sample. This is the sweat boot cleaning. This is also dry cleaning example. This is the complete restoration we did in case of a Puma sweat sneaker shoe. This is the belly sneaker color restoration. This is a taut loafer restoration we did. We generally get this kind of experience where inner lining of any shoe got eroded. So we restore completely the inner lining of that particular shoe. This is an example of inner lining also, and a kind of a white color restoration. Customer got the experience of fungus on the shoe. We completely replace the patch of the shoe. This is the general example. This is generally we get the experience where we generally find the sport shoe got the toe patch. We replace the toe patch completely. This is a sole installation. This is a back cleaning example. This is also the stain cleaning. This is the leather restoration. This is, we restore it completely. The customer was experiencing the fungus on the bag. This is MK's bag. We change the strap of the bag. This is the color restoration of a jacket. This is metal plating we do. This is the kind of packing that we provide to our customers. So I think I'm done on my presentation. Maybe I have been running it slightly fast. Yeah. So I'm open for
Thank
question
you.
and answer.
Thank you so much for presenting it in a detailed and concise manner. And we are leaving our hotline number and the email ID on the query box so that you can reach out to us. Our team will reach out to you so that we can have a one-on-one discussion with the brand. So our hotline number is 9717683838, and you can write to us at feedback@franchiseindia.in. So, Prakhar, if you want, you can also drop your phone number over here so that our audience can reach out to you for any queries related to FabSpin. And before we end this webinar, Prakhar, if you want to add anything about the brand and to end the webinar.
So, Sandeep, I've already dropped my number in the chat box for the visitors so that they can get in touch with me directly in case they need any business acquisition advisory from my side. We can personally get in touch one-on-one with the visitors, and we can let them acquire business with in the category that they're looking for. And also, as we have presented three brands here today, one of them was Spraynet, then Head and Heart, and then Fabspin. So these are some of the wonderful brands performing very well in northern part of the India. And so in case you have any queries related to any of these brands, feel free to reach out to me directly, and we'll be happy to take your queries, and we'll also help you connect with the brand teams for Fabspin, Spraynet, and Head and Heart in case you're willing to take up their business as a franchise partner. So yes, I think that's it from my side, Sandeep. And any closing comments, and then we can close the session.
Yes, so thank you so much, Mr. Vikan, for presenting your business opportunity. Tomorrow again, we'll come back at 7 p.m. for our third edition of a Bharat Franchisee Show for some iconic brands from South. So till then, stay tuned. Thank you.